Hey, beautiful people. Hey, Niger Watch family. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you all from wherever you're joining us from today. My name is Kachi, and today is the 20th of June 2022. Join me as we review the newspaper headlines together and many more. So, guys, the first newspaper we have here on our list is the Punch newspaper, and it reads Ekiti governor election, APC PDP clash over vote buying. Onis camp Mills legal action. This is the Punch newspaper, guys, and it is 20th of June 2022. So the next we have here on our list is the Tribune newspaper. It says Ekiti Guba fallout. Tinubu Atiku shift battle to Osun State. This is the Tribune newspaper for the 20th of June 2022. So, guys, let's move to our next newspaper headlines we have here, which is the Guardian newspaper. And it reads Auto firm stock crash as Nigerians spend 4 trillion on Tokumbo in 10 years. Wow. That is a whole lot of money, guys. And it has here the Ekiti election. Only vows to challenge outcome. Governor-elect 6 true. Okay, 6 truths rather, guys. Okay, so the next we have here is the Daily Times newspaper. The Daily Times newspaper reads Ekiti Guba poll, how Oyebanji emerged winner. Seems like all the newspaper headlines today is talking about the Ekiti gubernatorial election that was held a few days ago. Okay, so we have the next one here, which is the Daily Trust newspaper, and it says more woes as aviation fuel, diesel prices soar. Okay, and it has here too saying that Ekiti governor's election, Buhari hails Oyebanji's victory, SDP kicks. Okay, foreign airlines trapped funds eat $450 million. Wow, that's a whole lot, guys. That's a whole lot. You know, all the newspaper right now is talking about the gubernatorial election that was held a few days ago, and the winner, and they're fighting against those who bought vote and all of that. So that will bring me to this video that I have to play for you guys about how they've been fighting for people buying vote. Really, I don't even believe that at this point people will still be selling their votes with everything that is going on in the country, with the hardship, with the suffering, with the pain, with the heartbreak. People are still selling their votes. Come on, guys, we can do better than this. I can't believe that at this point people are still selling their votes. Like, why? Why are you selling your vote? How much is this money? Why are you still selling your vote? I can't believe that this time, 2022, people are still selling their votes. When everything has been happening, has been affecting the all of us, people are still selling their votes. Let me play this video for you guys, please.
No, sir, check my phone now.
Check inside, just check everywhere. Check
See, here, quick. Come inside. Just come here first. Don't worry. See, hey, come. See, come. Wait,
See now, with voters, unit 004, trace tracking, name of ward, unit number, PCN, Messi, with all their name and their.
So, guys, that's the video of the raid. They raid those people who actually sold their vote. But why? But why would you be selling your vote at this time, at this era? Is it that you guys are the hardship is not affecting you people or what? Why exactly are you guys selling your votes? Why? You can see there's an old woman there. So, guys, we can never lay more emphasis or emphasize enough about how we need to sensitize our parents, how we need to sensitize people around us for them to not sell their votes, make them understand the reason why they shouldn't sell their votes. Now, just look at these people. How much is the money given to them for them to sell their votes? How much? How much? How much is the money? This is heartbreaking, guys. This is really so sad. I don't understand why. Why will you sell your votes? Why? Why will you sell your votes? Is it that you're not tired of the suffering? Is it that the whole wahala in the country is not affecting you or what? Because I don't understand. Make me understand this thing, because me, I don't even understand. What is all this? Guys, please, we can never lay too much emphasis about how we need to sensitize people around us for them to get their PVC and vote rightly. They shouldn't sell their votes. They should not sell their votes. Please, guys, we can't lay too much emphasis on this. It's something we need to keep talking and talking and talking until the day of the election. Please, guys, let's try. Let's try all we can. Let's try all we can. Let's just put our hands together and make sure we try all we can to get this thing right this time around. Because we shouldn't fail this time. We don't have to fail. Meanwhile, I can see somebody backstage. I am Sani Chime. Sir, please, your device is not connected. Please make sure your device is connected before clicking on the link to join, so I'll be able to accept you. Right now, I can't accept you because it's showing that your device is not connected. So let's just move straight to what I have for you guys here, which is Buhari. Buhari said that APC victory in Ekiti State simply means that APC is accepted by Nigerians. Guys, I need you to please tell me what you think about this statement in the comment section while I read the article. So it says President Muhammadu Buhari is of the opinion that the victory of Biodun Oyebanji at the just concluded governorship race in Ekiti State is a sign that Nigerians accept the All Progressive Congress, which is the APC. Oyebanji was declared winner of the election within the early hours of Sunday, having polled a total of 187,057 votes to defeat his two closest challengers, Segun Oni of the Social Democratic Party, which is SDP, and Bisi Kolawole of the People's Democratic Party, which is PDP. Reacting to the win, President Buhari congratulated the governor-elect via a statement, noting that the victory is well-deserved, considering Oyebanji's contributions to the development of the state and the party. Before his nomination as the standard-bearer, Buhari further urged him, however, to be magnanimous in victory and the interest of the people of the state. The president also rejoiced with the APC chairman, Abdullahi Adamu, and the National Working Committee for the victory, which is the first under the tenure of the newly elected executives of the party. This is a good beginning for you and your team. The APC is getting stronger and more united. The victory of our party in Ekiti is an indication of the confidence of Nigerians in the ability of our great party to deliver quality governance to all, said the president. You guys have heard that already from the president. He says that, because of the Ekiti gubernatorial election, which was won by the APC candidates, simply means that Nigerians have accepted APC, meaning that APC are more united and they've been doing their job. That is why we're able to accept them, guys. I really don't know what to make of this statement. I don't know, maybe you guys have a different notion or you have a different mindset concerning what I just read out to you guys, but I don't know. So I'm just going to play a video for you. This is something that just happened a few days ago. This just happened a few days ago, guys, just a few days ago, if I'm not mistaken, probably yesterday. This just happened in a country that APC has been ruling for 8 years. Let me play this video for you guys.
Flew all the way from Abuja to Benin, got to Benin, no lights at the airport. So we had to fly back to Abuja. We fly from Abuja, reach Benin. Benin, they say lights, not the airport. We had to fly back to Abuja. We just land to Abuja now. Imagine. See Nigeria. Look at the kind of country that we are in. Terrible. Flew all the way from Abuja to Benin. Got to Benin, no lights at the airport. So we had to fly back to Abuja.
Did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear? Somebody in Benin that was flying to Abuja, or somebody that was in Abuja rather, flying to Benin, got to Benin only to find out that there is no light at the airport. So they had to, the plane could not land because apparently there was no lights. And they had to fly back to Abuja. Guys, in 2022, no lights for airports. No lights for airports. This is 2022. Person they travel. You reach the place, finish, no lights, and I need to go back. So that means whatever plans you have, wherever it is you're going to, you have to cancel that plans because you guys could not land. You have to cancel the plans and look for an alternative. This is indeed incredible. Like Naomi Bella just said in the comment section, she said incredible. It is incredible. It is amazing. Wow. Can you guys believe that? Can you guys believe that? Whenever I want to talk, when you say, oh, lights, no, they even their house, so person know they get lights for Nigeria. But this one at airport. Imagine a foreigner coming into the country, and that is the first thing they see once they enter into Nigeria. Like, guys, how is this even possible? How? Hey, God. How is this even possible? How? This is the first thing you see once you enter a country. No, now. No. It doesn't tell well of Nigerians. It doesn't tell well about our government. It doesn't even tell well about us as an individual. So why won't people mock us whenever we travel abroad? Why? Why won't people say, oh, you're from the zoo or stuff like that? Why won't people make such comments about us? Why? This is just a local flight, guys. Somebody traveling from Abuja to Benin. No light, so they had to go back to Abuja. This is really sad, guys. This is really, really sad. How does this even make any sense? How? How does it even make any sense? Nigeria just they get worse and worse and worse every day. The thing just a tired person. What is this? What is this? Hey, I don't even feel vex again, Seth. I don't even feel vex. The thing just even tire me. I don't even feel vex again. Hey, what? Hey, guys. Okay, you all know that Tinubu came into Lagos. Recently after spending 12 days, he won the candidacy for APC for the presidential election come 2023. So, he's back into Lagos. I'm going to play the video for you guys, how he came into Lagos. People were very happy to see Tinubu. Men, women, children, everybody was very happy to see him. Let me play the video for you guys.
The arrival of the next president of Nigeria.
Did you guys see the crowd? Look at the crowd. Look at the crowd. People hailing him, the next president of Nigeria. People hailing Tinubu, saying he's the next president of Nigeria, and all of that. Did you guys see the crowd? Did you see the crowd? People were practically running after him, cheering him up, and all of that. People love this man. Can you see the crowd of people that welcomed Tinubu into Lagos? So that is what I don't understand about this next post I'm going to play for you guys, because I don't understand why hoodlums will not attack the journalists covering this whole event, of Tinubu's arrival into Lagos. But why would that be? Why would they? I thought maybe they were happy that this man is back in Lagos. They are happy that Tinubu is back into Lagos State. So why would hoodlums not attack the journalists? Why would that happen? Why would they attack the journalists? This is something I still do not understand as to why they will go ahead and attack a journalist that is covering this event. I don't understand, guys. Hoodlums have reportedly attacked journalists covering the homecoming of the All Progressive Congress presidential candidate, Bola Tinubu, who returned to Lagos State 12 days after he won the ruling party's ticket. As gathered, the journalists were attacked while returning from the place of Oba of Lagos, Oba Rilwan Akiolu, where they had gone to cover Tinubu's visit to the monarch. The journalists involved were said to be those attached to the Lagos State Governor's office. It was learnt that 2 journalists were injured while their bus was vandalized. Their attackers were said to have stoned the bus covering the journalists, while other weapons were also used to vandalize it. Why do we keep doing this now? Nigerians, why? Are you guys not fighting the wrong people? Are you guys not fighting the wrong people? I thought we're supposed to be united. I thought we're supposed to work together as one. So why are we doing this? This is not the answer. Put the same energy into going out there to get your PVC and vote wisely. Why are we doing this? Why attack the journalists? What did they do to you? Why attack the journalists? This is not right. We keep doing the same mistake every single time. We keep attacking the wrong set of people. Why are we doing this? Why do we keep doing this? Why do we keep making the same mistake all the time? Why? Okay, after attacking the journalists now and vandalizing the vehicle, what have you gained? What do you stand to gain by doing such a thing? Why? What do you stand to gain? This is not the right thing to do. This is not the right way to go about it, because Abba now, it doesn't make any sense. We don't stand anything to gain. Why not channel this power where you flex, so this energy, this muscle where you flex? Why not channel it to going out there to make sure you get your PVC? Why not channel this energy into making sure that you get your PVC, that you make sure you get your PVC? Why not channel this energy into doing that? Why vandalizing a vehicle? Why attacking a journalist that is you and I? Why? Why doing this? It doesn't make any sense, guys. Please, let's try and do better. Let's really try and do better. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense, guys. Please, it doesn't make any sense. But before I move on, let me take time out to acknowledge people in the comment section. Guys, I want you to put for me what tribe, where are you watching us from today? I want you to put it in the comment section. Let me see where my viewers are watching me from this morning. I want to see it in the comment section. First, we have here Mommy Diaspora, the mommy of all mommies. Thank you so much for joining me today. How are you doing? I hope you're doing very well. Alaji Sani Chime, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're doing very well. Thank you so much for joining me. I can see Father Evangelist, man of God. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're doing very, very okay. Mary Kimade, good morning to you. I hope you're doing very okay. Osai Bovo, good morning. Thank you so much for joining me. Prince Edos, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're doing very well. Naomi Bella, good morning to you. I hope you're doing very well. Yes, Naomi Bella, I'm doing very well. Thank you. I hope you're doing good too. Thank you so much for joining me today. So we have somebody backstage here. No food for lazy man. No food for lazy man. Good morning. How are you doing today? No food for lazy man. Good morning. How are you doing today?
Yeah, good morning, Sister Kachi. Is Brother Nice. How are you?
Brother Nice, why you change them? Which one be no food for lazy man again? Because
I use that to talk to Nigeria youth, lazy youth. Make them wake up now. This is their time. No
This
food
is
for
their
them. Oh, if
time,
they miss
Abby.
this. No food for lazy man. Though, if they miss this one.
Abby, no food
Yes,
though.
so.
If they miss this one, another 8 years of suffering, another 8 years of penury. If they miss this one though.
How
Okay.
are you, my sister?
I'm very well, brand nice. So I don't know if you've been following the show and the videos and the pictures that I've posted so far.
Yeah, I think it's about what is it, Bola Tinubu and I don't really.
First of all, we went through the headlines about the gubernatorial election that was held in Ekiti State, and also I showcased the video of EFCC, attacking those who bought votes, the people that sold their votes. They sold their votes and they attacked them. So I don't understand why at this era, at this time, people will still be selling their votes, honestly. Because some time ago on social media, we saw somebody flexing, showing their voters card and showing the money that they received. They were proud to sell their votes. I don't understand why people will still be selling their votes at this time. Then Buhari further went ahead to say that, for APC to win the gubernatorial election in Ekiti State simply means that Nigerians have accepted APC. That is what it simply means, that Nigerians have accepted, the APC. Then also
Okay.
after, sorry, Brian, let me just brief you. Then also I
Okay.
also showcased the video of what is it called now? Tinubu coming into Lagos. You can see the crowd. A lot of people were happy to receive him. People welcomed him at the airport. People welcomed him on the road. A lot of people were happy to welcome him. But then that is why I don't understand why hoodlums will not attack the journalists covering that particular event, because it seems that everybody was happy. People were happy to have him. So why would they attack? Why would the hoodlums attack, the vehicle and the journalist?
Okay. First of all, let me address the PVC people that are selling their PVC.
Selling their votes.
Their vote, yeah. What that is what I said before. I said this strategy of hunger in the land, those are the result of those hungry that the government have caused to the Nigerians. Because I will not totally blame them, but I still blame them at the same time. Okay, imagine somebody that is hungry. What is going to eat? That is the first thing we'll be thinking of. Not even thinking of whether they have to go and vote or do their duty. So those people now is because of the suffering in the land. That is the reason why they are selling their votes. But that one is not an excuse for them to do such a thing, because they should understand that when they sell their vote, they are going to pay for it for another 8 years. So those are the reasons why we are here sensitizing our people to let them understand. But those people that is in Africa, they don't have access to light. They don't have access to data. How are they going to hear this, our preaching, what we have been saying? How are they going to hear it? Those are the reasons why these our leaders, they don't want to put an electricity in that country, for people to watch television, for people to listen to radio, for people. Those are the things that deny these people from the rural area from, so that they will not hear our voice. Is the strategy of our government.
Very nice. Did you also see the video I showcased of a guy that was traveling to Benin from Abuja? After getting to Benin, there was no light for the plane to land. There was no light at the airport, so they had to turn back to Abuja.
Yeah, that one is not the only case.
Yeah.
It's not the only case that have happened before. I think it was Obasanjo when he was in his flight coming from whether United States. When they wanted to land in an airport in Abuja, they seized light. The pilot, they almost have accident. Then the pilot was so smart that he has to take off again.
Wow.
That would have been a disaster. That would have been the first time we would lost a president because of the situation of Nigeria. So it's not, these things are, it's not the first time. And these people will not learn from it. They will not learn from it. I wish that such thing that happened with the old president of the nation. That thing is supposed to make them realize that they need to fix all this problem, but they don't care. You know, those are the reasons why we are clamoring for God-fearing person, people that have conscience. It's the only people that can change that country, like person like Peter Obi and Showore. People that have conscience, that have people at heart. They are people at heart. Okay, let me go to the issue of that one you just said. This Bullion Van Man.
Okay, please go ahead.
Okay, this Bullion Van Man went to Lagos and they said people were clamoring for him. Those people that you see that they were clamoring for him, what are they looking for? They are still looking for daily bread. They're looking for daily bread. They still want to hail him, to get some money from him so that they can have a food on their table. Those are the reasons. But never mind that there are some of them that have already made up their mind among those crowd that you are seeing, that they want to chop these people's money and vote for the right person. So that is the reason. That is what I told you the last time. That
but
not
the ones
everybody
that now sold their votes in Ekiti State, did they vote
those
for
are
their conscience?
those people that vote they sold their votes. They are minority now. It's not going to make any difference if the right person will win. So it's just few people. But I'm still saying, I'm still preaching it that vote selling is very wrong, because it's your destiny you are toying with. You are toying with your future, the future of your children.
That's right.
That is what they need to realize. Vote selling is very bad. It's very wrong. It's better for them to be hungry than to sell their votes. They need to understand it. Because if a good person entered there now, because the Bible said when the righteous rule, the people will rejoice. If they vote good person for there now, that country will change. All this food will be very expensive, now everything will reduce. Life, stable life go there. The good things where they want go there. They will live better life. But they don't know those things, the consequence of all this they are vote selling. They don't know the consequence. You know, I just wish they would realize this thing. But nevertheless, I know that many of them have already wake up. Many of them will not accept it. You understand? Many of them have decided to take this money from these old folks and vote the right person that day. So we should not be scared of that. You understand?
Okay.
It's not this vote buying is not going to be rampant as usual. You know, so it's not going to be. It's going to be few people that will do that now, because this youth now that I've seen, these people have decided. You know, so my sister, nice to see you again.
I think you're right. You know, the vote buying will not be as rampant this time. That's why we cannot stop. We cannot stop sensitizing. We cannot stop, because I believe that old lady now, the old lady that was there, I believe she doesn't even know what's going on. They just tell her to do anything. Anything they tell her to do, and she just follow. So we cannot stop. You know, I saw a video, guys. I saw a video earlier yesterday of people, the adoration ministry in Enugu State, Father Mbaka's ministry. You know, people were saying Onaga must go after, you know, they closed down the church. So people were coming to protest saying Onaga must go. Onaga is supposedly the archbishop that gave the instruction that they must close down the church, you know, because of Father Mbaka's utterances and all of that. You know, the lady covering that particular protest called one of the people and asked her, why would Onaga go? Why should Onaga go? And she doesn't even know why. Like, you are coming out to protest for something you don't even know. That means the person she's just following the crowd. As people just shout,
okay.
Onaga must go. She just joined.
Okay, you see this thing where you talk now, eh? Now what did they happen to many of our youth? Many of our youth, they don't even know when they want to do this election. As people just the rush, they go so, they just the rush follow them so that made them for collect money to eat. They don't even know whether election.
It's very sad.
Now the level where they don't, the level where our leaders don't reduce Nigerians to. Now the level where they don't reduce it to be that. Even me myself, Wait, they talk to you. So when I did Nigeria, hungry fire me to the extent that sometimes I know they know be my president. If president enter, I know they know be president. They go vote like this. Some of my friends go say, you know, be president of Nigeria. I no go know his name because I they run after my daily food, my daily bread.
Exactly.
I tell you, Nigeria. Now who never experience some, now you go they condemn people within that country.
It's really
Oh,
so
God.
sad. That's why we all have to double up our effort. Everybody watching me, please, in the comment section, we all have to double our effort because some people don't even know what's going on. They are just following the crowd. Because how can you be protesting over something that you don't know about? Just because you see people protesting, or just because they say, come and join me to protest, you just join without even knowing the cause why these other people are protesting. Guys, we really need to do better. We need to try our best. I know we're trying, but let's keep trying to sensitize our people back, make them understand. If you have a candidate and you know that this is a candidate you want them to vote for, explain to them the reason why they have to vote for this person. Explain to them, let them know why they cannot vote for another person. Guys, we just have to try and do better. So we have somebody here. We have Mr. Ola here. Mr. Ola, good morning, afternoon, evening. Thank you for joining me today. Please unmute your mic. Where are you joining us from?
Good morning, Sister Casey, joining from Atlanta. Good morning,
How are you doing today,
viewers.
sir?
Doing good. How you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
Ah, Nigerian. Nigerian. Oh, I've been following the show. Where can we even start? God Almighty. They really configured, program everything so that they make people to be in the poverty when like the other brother has said, when somebody is hungry, it doesn't have any sense. So, you might even have it in mind to vote for another candidate, but they don't even know what they're going to eat. They don't even know where it's going to, where it's going to come from. So whatever they offer, they will just like, okay, even Peter Obi said, goes, even the Peter Obi said, who know what he go do? You understand? So it's so sad. It's so sad. It's so sad. It's so sad. If you look at it, if you look at the Alimanjiri in the north, they don't have no choice. They don't see anything. They don't see from the other side. So they just believe those elite, they are their God, because they worship them Rankadede before they eat, Rankadede before they leave, Rankadede. So they try to put everybody like that in a perpetual poverty. In the south, we still have some people that can that are living comfortably, but they are
Mr. Ola, you're saying this is a deliberate act to make sure people sell their votes.
Yes, they put people in perpetual poverty. If you look at our, southern part of Nigeria, the people that, like the middle class, people that can afford to, send their children to good school, travel abroad, they are making the country now, the insecurity are kind of like making everybody to relocate. The middle class that can afford a good, that can afford a decent living, the insecurity are making them to relocate every day. So it's not, man. I don't just. The only solution that I'm speechless. And if you look at the crowd that are yelling for after Tinubu, and you see everybody come online, they'll still be shouting obedient. But look at all those. Look at every. God Almighty. And anyway, we don't know. Maybe they have another motive in mind. Maybe they are just there, shouting for him. Maybe he can drop some change, But everything still go back to poverty. But what is the way forward? The only way forward, I think, is if Mr. Peter Obi, can create a very bigger awareness. How can he do it? Is to by the time they're going to start all the campaigns, they need to make sure, like, not only Peter Obi, everybody should vote for Labour Party. Labour Party, in the sense that other candidates, other good aspirant that is going to come through, through Labour Party from other states, maybe senator, maybe house member, maybe as a governor. At least by the time if God said, if by the time Peter Obi can become a president, and we can have like 15 or 30 or 20 something senators in the house, imagine maybe we have about in the House of Representatives, maybe we have 50. Things will change, even if we don't have Peter Obi as a president. Even in the House of Assembly, in a state House of Assembly, things will change. All these youth that are shouting after Tinubu for 5,000, they won't do that because they know that they can afford more than that. They won't do it. But the whole thing still boils down to poverty. They try to cage everyone. This is their plan. Thank God for social media. If you look at it now, Nigerians are very creative, and social media is kind of like paying everybody right now. People is pulling people from out of poverty. But these old people, they try to cage everybody, like perpetual poverty. There's nothing you can do when you don't have anything. You won't even able to fight for your right. If you know what you want, then you can die for it. Like, no, I won't let you take my property. But when it's so sad. It's so sad.
It's really sad, Mr. Ola. I can feel the pain in your voice. It's actually very sad that this whole thing is going on. So, like you said, what are the measures to put in place to make sure that people don't sell their votes? What do you think can be done? How are we going to tackle this issue of people not selling their votes? But before I go further, Mr. Ola, I'm going to come back to you shortly. But before we go further to, ask this question, I'm just going to play a video for you guys of Tinubu and his convoy. He's not yet a president, but
The vice president to be is here. They blocked us here for 3 hours because of this man who is not yet the president. Look at him moving as if the president is coming. Meanwhile, he's not yet the president. Look at the way he's moving. Look at the convoy. You can see 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 the convoy. We are finished. We are finished. We are finished. We are finished in this country. This is the man Tinubu who kept us here for the past 3 hours. We've been waiting. The roads were blocked for 3 hours, waiting for the so-called Mr. Tinubu. You see the convoy. Even the president, even the president of the world does not have this kind of convoy that I'm seeing here today. The richest man in the world does not have this convoy that I'm seeing here today. All brand new cars.
wow. Wow, guys, did you see that?
Sister Kachi.
Guys, did you see that? Did you see the amount of convoy, of people? Like, did you see that? The guy that was even making the video said they've been in traffic, they've been stuck for 3 good hours because a presidential candidate is passing. They've been stuck. They were stuck for 3 good hours. 3 good hours. And from the indication, he said they are all brand new cars. This is a country that, if we're talking about the poverty level in the world, Nigeria will definitely be among. This is a country.
Nigeria is the most poor country now on earth. Nigeria is the most poor country.
This is a country that people are suffering. This is a country that is in debt. Like, we are owing money. This is a country that is in debt. Like, I don't even understand. Can you imagine? The guy said even the president of the world cannot have such a convoy. Anyways, before I go around and ask you guys the question I have in mind to ask you, let me just quickly read this article for you because the Governor Bello Watawale of Zamfara State has declared a work-free week to enable public and civil servants to register and obtain their permanent voters card, PVC. Wow, that's a very good move, That's a very, very good move. The Commissioner for Information, Alhaji Ibrahim Dosora, disclosed this in a statement on Saturday in Gusau. This is to inform the general public that His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Zamfara State, Bello Matawale, has declared next week, Monday to Friday, that means from June 20th, which is today, to the 24th, as a work-free week for everybody. This is to enable the state public and civil servants to go out there, to go get their prospective localities and their PVCs, to get their voters card. By this announcement, all commissioners, special advisors, permanent secretaries, other public office holders, party officials, and traditional rulers are hereby directed to monitor and supervise the ongoing continuous voters card registration exercise. According to him, the community leaders are expected to ensure that eligible voters within their wards and local government areas register and obtain their PVC. This, he said, is to enable them to exercise their fundamental right and civic responsibilities. Wow, I think this is a good move in the right direction. I really think this is a good move. I really feel we should do it in every other state, to make sure people go out there to go get their PVCs. You can declare a work-free week so people can go out there to go get their PVCs. I really think this is a good move. Okay, so that brings me back to the video that I played for you of Tinubu and his convoy putting people in traffic for more than 3 hours just because they are moving. And I'm going to go back again to what do you think can be done for people not to sell their votes? Because I don't understand. Because it will happen. It will definitely happen because people are suffering. Like Brana has rightly said, people are hungry. An hungry man is an angry man. Anything where you tell him to do, just give him 5K. It go rushly good one because there's suffering, there's poverty, there's hunger in the land. There's hunger. The hunger is serious, It's serious. There's hunger in the land, guys. So, Brana, what do you think? What is the measure you think can be put in place to make sure people don't sell their votes? Do you think there's anything that can be done about it?
Sister Kachi, if you talk about the hunger, when people they see you the way you fresh, people not believe you.
Hunger day, hunger day. The hunger is serious. You guys, I beg, see this one and I follow come. Don't look at my face. So hunger day the land. Hunger is serious.
No.
Land.
No now. So the only thing there's no solution for that. There's no way we can tell people not to say to confuse them because you cannot be with individuals. The only way to reach them is just to sensitize them through any means of whether social media or television, any means at all, one-on-one. If you talk to them one-on-one, you deal with your family, all this kind of thing. That's the only way to reach them. Because that buying of voting, selling of voting is not going to stop. It just be like corruption. You understand? It's
but
not.
Do you think at least it can reduce? At least it can.
Yes,
reduce?
it can reduce. It can reduce. When from now, when people start to desensitize them, you need to people start to talk to them. Now the reason why I talk this thing that time, the solution to most of this problem, as time still day now, till remain 8 months to election, as time day now, this this party now. Anybody, people that is supporting this party, Labour Party, they should create a team. They should create different team for the north, team for the southwest, teams for the south. They would create different team. Any part with that party for the represent should create a team. All those teams, they should they should print them banners and this thing, a T-shirt. Then they will start to write all those kind of slogan put. No food for lazy man. Don't sell your vote. They go print all those things put. So they go still print flyers. You see, they'll still write that kind of slogans. They distribute them for them for street. People they go rural area. They distribute them for them. You understand? They tell them say don't sell your vote. Those kind of things. Now they'll fit reach many people to change their mindset before that election time will come. But if people you're there for social media, when all those people they rural area, nobody go meet them one-on-one. As this time, if anybody give them 50 euro, they will just sell them for sale.
I'm telling you.
50 naira. So And the reason why I thought they need to create a team. Now the reason why I like they know the why I like Western world though. Western world for here now, you go to see all different party. Then they get their team. Team go print different things. They will go inside market. They will go inside train. They will go everywhere. They spread them for people. But Nigeria, nobody they move. The young one made the miracle you happen overnight. Not possible now.
It doesn't work that way. We have
the strength where all those are our youth, whether they take they fight themselves, whether they take they do all kind of rubbish, they snap people pause. If they put that strength together now, use until they sensitize people, it's not better pass. You know, but they go prefer to go stay on that bridge, they play gamble, they do different kind of things, they drink, they go club. This time now not be time for all those kind of things. You know, they need to come together now, form a team. Maybe they start to enter different areas, rural areas, go and talk to people. Now, the reason why I thought say northern side now are the most strategic place now, where they need to,
now,
where this
look
Labour
at what
Party
the
need to.
Zamfara state governor did, right? By giving a work-free week from the 20th to 24th of June for people to go out there to go get their PVCs.
Yes, it should go round.
It's a smart move. I really think it's a good move, and I urge every other governors to try and do the same. You know,
they should do the same
go
thing.
Out there and you know go get their PVCs. I really think it's a smart move.
Exactly. Let me go to that video that you just played with those convoy that was going with Tinubu.
Yes.
You see Tinubu, he sees Nigeria as his property. Person where they never elect to, he don't already they drive the worry Nigeria like this. Imagine when he don't become president. Tinubu see Nigeria as his property. That's the reason why he tell Buhari that they say na in turn. Because they don't believe in say now people they elect them put for them. They believe say now then they choose now turn by turn. As they see Nigeria be that.
Wow, that's so.
Imagine someone where they never become president. If to say na Western world and they go arrest them, as if they go so they'll stop them. They go arrest them. But for third world, all those kind of things happen freely. Nobody will interrupt them. They know a president, even for Western world here, if they do election, the sitting president, when they never elect you, the sitting president with the power, you know if he cross red light. If he cross red light, police go arrest him. Unless they don't elect him. If he don't become the president, now he go feel beat red light. Then when they campaign, in he said that still candidate. If you're not born president, will make cross red light. See this one will never become president. It already they block road.
The guy said he was in traffic for 3 good hours. 3 hours. So, that's a whole lot of time to be stuck.
Now the reason why they say third world. Okay, let me give you an instant now. The reason why I told you that time that all these things where they happen, now the level where our leaders don't subject Nigerians to. Where be say Nigerians they said they vote for money. Let me just give you an instant now. Maybe as you be now, Stakeshi, you are a citizen of a Dubai. You are a Dubai citizen. Where be say, all citizens, all of them, they are well educated. Even from before their let me say before the 18 safe, they don't accomplish everything where they supposed get for life. You can't tell me say that kind of citizen now. You can't go give them money, may go sell a franchise. You think say go do it?
It's impossible.
I use that one. I'll give you instance. It's okay.
Yeah, it's impossible. It can't work that way. It can't work that way. You know, people do these things because they don't actually. Sometimes you don't actually have a choice. You just want to survive. You just want to, you know, have something to do to survive. Most times people just do this because of that. So we're going to move straight to Mr. Ola. Mr. Ola, what measures do you think can be put in place for people to be able to, you know, don't sell their votes? We know it cannot be eradicated completely, but do you think it can be reduced? And if so, what measures do you think can be put in place for that?
Yeah, I believe it can be reduced to a minimum of like maybe 2 or 5%. Yeah, it's possible. But it will take a collectively, you know,
Effort
Thank you. And we have to be determined.
Okay.
Because, why I say collectively, because you will contribute, I will contribute financially.
Okay.
Because let's put Mr. Obi for instance. Mr. Obi, we don't want him to spend his own. He will spend money for you to be a president. It's just like a title. You will spend money. But we ourselves will contribute. We'll put something on the table. It might be like $1. It might be like $1 or $5, for instance.
Okay.
So, what is the money is going to be? I mean, what is the purpose of the money? The purpose of the money is you are not going to preach for an angry man to listen to you that doesn't even know where his daily bread. They have 4 kids. He doesn't even know where the manna is coming from. Now somebody is coming from somewhere to. So we'll give them money. Not like we are giving them money to buy their vote. We already know that the government
to help.
Just to help.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Ola. That is indeed very thoughtful. So, guys, I hope you guys are listening. Please urge your people, do anything you can to support them to make sure that they don't sell their vote. Because at the end of the day, it all boils down to money. It all boils down to at least be sure of your next meal, because Nigeria is in suffering. Nigeria is in pain. So we're going to move straight to Mr. Machiavelli. Mr. Machiavelli, good morning, afternoon, evening to you. Please, what measures do you think can be put in place for people not to sell their votes? Do you think it can be eradicated completely, or you think it can be reduced? And if so, what measures do you think can be put in place for that?
Right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you. And thank you, Madam Kachi, for having me, and also for this question you've just put to me. Do I think it's going to be eradicated? It cannot just be eradicated completely, because the hunger in the land is what attracts this kind of things to happen. Because an hungry man is an angry man. So whenever you have the money on the ground, that is when they are going to, do whatever you say to them, you can command them. And that is what our politicians have been using for decades. And this is one of the voter suppression I've always been preaching about. And they use this thing, not that they don't know how to eradicate it, because otherwise they will not get another campaign strategy to pile on. And this is what they do. So what do we now do as citizens to be able to get this thing out, even if it cannot be eradicated? First of all, Peter Obi, we, all the supporters, everybody around the globe, it's going to be all hands on deck. We need to bring out resources to make sure we change that mentality. It cannot be eradicated. First of all, we'll make a billboard, put it in every sentence, and say, let someone be on the ground using the microphone to say something, moving around the whole, maybe street to street, sensitizing them. Don't sell your vote. This is your country. This is your right. Things like that. Why at this time people are doing their registration? Because they are hearing the call. People can go in there voluntarily, get pure water, even pure water, La Casera, this one they sell on the street. Buy it, just be giving it to people and said, this is not just because of Obi. This is for your future, You see, when you start using that method, these people will come with bag of rice, but how can you envelope yourself with bag of rice? Let them know and go to the rural areas, because the rural areas, they don't want the development to go there, because so that these people will still act in their cake life. You need to go there, go deep down, tell them this is what we do. And we need people on ground who are also elders of that community. We tell them, they have meetings, all these things. Well, we started a bit far back, but we didn't know that this thing was going to come. This thing came like a storm, because when God wants to do something, he will bring it. So it determines how the people are not going to queue up in it. That is why you see people like us, we don't get tired. We keep on speaking because we know we can get there. All this one, I saw Tinubu's coming to Lagos yesterday. I saw the video. Yeah. These are all what you call intimidation, voter suppression. That is the number one thing. They start flaunting around with different things, people running, people want to be seeing those kind of things. It's a mentality they've used. It's an instrument, a very strong one. So it is going to be for us as electorate, we the citizen, and most of us who live in diaspora. This is our job here. I'll give you an example. 3 years ago, was it 4 or 3 years ago? No, it was, I think it's 3 or 4 years ago. Something happened in Gambia. I'll take your mind back. Some of you that are very familiar with Gambia. Yahya Jammeh has been in power for decades. And these people were tired of Yahya Jammeh. So the opposition, this guy exiled all of them. You cannot speak in Gambia, otherwise you would disappear. What happened? When the opposition now formed a formidable force, headed by Adama Barrow, who is the current president of Gambia right now, he was a security guard in London. So when they formed a formidable force, all the opposition party now came together and said, let us do it. We must do it. Exactly what happened now. Yahya Jammeh was so strong, he's even has higher to this same presidential aspirant known as Asiwaju now. He can buy anything buyable. He can influence anything influenceable, anything you want to talk about. But guess what? What happened? It was the social media and the help of the people in diaspora. They were ready to spend any dime. So when I was traveling, I met some Gambians and I was interviewing them. What are the measures? Do you know what they told me?
What?
They also gave me this same thing that I always tell people here. He said, when injustice becomes a law, resistance becomes a duty. They said they were going to fight tooth and nail. If it warrants them coming down to Gambia, they are going to do it. But Yahya Jammeh must go. And they were so determined, and they did it. The resources were coming from all walks of the Gambians around the globe, channeling into this cause of who? Adama Barrow. And when they were not doing it for Adama Barrow, they were doing it for themselves. And at the end, Adama Barrow defeated Yahya Jammeh. When Yahya Jammeh, he considered that he has lost, that the Gambian people have spoken. 3 days later, he said no. This same Nigeria was part of the negotiation process that wanted to say Adama Barrow would leave. Our current president went down to Banjul. The Salif Johnson, the former president of Liberia, they all flew down. ECOWAS, that was when you see somebody called in yesterday from Syria alone and say how important Nigeria is in the ECOWAS region. I've been telling you guys here that when we went to, even in Gambia, we were the people who made sure that Yahya Jammeh got there, likes of Babangida and co. These are things that we have our allies and we are very strong in the ECOWAS region. Without Nigeria, ECOWAS cannot stand. But what is happening to us? That is why every countries are looking up to Nigerians to tell these people enough is enough. Anywhere we go, when you say Nigeria, they are afraid of it because we are so determined. Why don't we pull that strength? The same Buhari went there negotiating with Adama Barrow to leave. Adama Barrow said he will not leave. They said, don't worry. It was the Nigerian jet that flew around the presidential palace in Banjul. And Yahya Jammeh was seen somewhere else and saying, I will leave power. Because he knew the power force that was going to remove him. Are you getting what I'm saying? Definitely. What am I trying to say here? Today, he's now exiled in Equatorial Guinea. He left and gave the power to Adama Barrow, was sworn in Senegal, in Dakar. He went back then they took him back to Banjul. Now the country was backing. What now happened? Adama Barrow now, because of the way he's now behaving, the people now said, now we are tired, we have our own right. Adama Barrow, this is the time. If you cannot do it in 5 years' time, you are out. Are you getting me? They've just elected him now again, Adama Barrow. But there are still same people who are saying we are not satisfied still because this is their right. That is what I'm trying to tell Nigeria. It's not about Obi. It's about you being a citizen.
That's right.
Because you're right. These people just put it in their pocket. They can manipulate you at any time. We need to be asking them, where do they get all these things from? It's because the system is not right. That is why we are fighting. Yes.
Okay.
Look, I just want to throw something in. You see that revolution in that Gambia. is one young boy musician that started that revolution.
Yes,
the boy
I know
ran
him.
to
He was
Senegal.
yes, I know the person
That
you're
boy was
talking about.
yeah, they wanted to arrest him and kill him.
Yes,
And the boy lost
guy.
his father because of that revolution. He lost his
Yes,
father.
I know.
You know,
This was a guy.
This is the reason why I'm very angry with our musician. This Bonambo that call himself Odogu, when they are doing a revolution, a protest, they will go and stay in London. And all those musicians, they will hide.
Let me tell you, you are very right. I just forgot the game. Whenever we're on a subsequent broadcast, I will remember that guy's name. I actually I followed that guy. He was exiled in Senegal when the turmoil became hot. When it was not hot in Gambia, he had to run to Senegal because Senegal is just a boundary. He ran to Senegal to seek refuge. While he was still in Senegal, he was using his own music to send a message to the youth: be prepared to take back your right.
Okay.
So all I'm urging Nigerians is be determined. We know that these people are going to come with money, but this is your right. It's not about Obi. Put
That's
Obi
right.
just like they gave Obi the key to go and open the door. You are the person that is going to pass through the door. Help him, guide him there to open that door. Tomorrow it might be your turn, so that they can give us the right for us to elect, not for them to elect for us, because now they are still electing for us. We don't have right. This is my cry. Thank you very much.
That's a very powerful one. Thank you very much, Mr. Machiavelli. That is indeed very powerful. Wow. Guys, just like Mr. Machiavelli just said, this is not about Peter Obi or about one candidate or something. This is about us. This is about us. We have to vote the right person in power. It's not about one person. It's about the all Nigerians, all of us. Please, let's vote rightly. Let's vote rightly. Okay, we're going to go straight to Mr. Aruna. Mr. Aruna Agoro, good morning, afternoon, evening. Thank you for joining us today. Please unmute your mic, introduce yourself, and make your contributions, please.
Hello, Kachi. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you, sir. How are you today?
Great. Thanks for doing a great job. I am from the north of Nigeria. I've been on this program before.
Okay,
but then I'm currently in Namibia, Southern Africa.
Okay, thank you.
And so I've been following what's going on. I remember when Buhari was coming in, I was one of the people that really believed that he was coming to change the situation in Nigeria, especially with poverty, and then eradicate the corruption, which was the pandemic that we had then. So I remember I'm a pastor here in Namibia, but then I graduated from Ahmadu Bello University in Zaria, and I've lived all my life there before I came over here with my family.
Okay.
So I understand the people and how they reason and how politics is run, and the thing about dividing the North and the South and telling all of us that the Southerners want to come and take over. And they will specifically say the Igbos, if we allow them, they will take over Nigeria because they are too smart. So that's why they will go to the Yorubas, unite with them, and then cause the Yorubas to fight with the Igbos and not be united. By so doing, they will do the divide and continue to rule.
Wow.
So now I'm hearing all the suggestions here, and they sound great. I remember when Buhari was coming in, we, even from diaspora, we campaigned, we did everything. We told our families back home, let's eradicate corruption by bringing Buhari. We wrote articles, we did music. And so those were the things that sensitized people. So I love what I'm hearing from the other panelists and the suggestions they are coming. But then my question is, are there notes being taken with all these suggestions so that it doesn't just become a social media online, talk that we are doing, where they're bringing great suggestions. The one that spoke before the last speaker, and the practical things they talked about, going on the street, doing music. I remember the time of military rule when I was still in Nigeria. I did music. Apart from being a preacher, I also I'm an artist. I do professional distant graphics and also film production and music. I did a song titled Soldier Come, Soldier Go. That was when it was tough for anybody to even speak a word against the army. And I raised this thing where we started to mobilize people to rise against at the time of Babangida. But here we are having musicians that have sold themselves in trying to get just for money. We don't have people like Fela again, and people that will stick their necks out and say, I'm going to fight for my children's children, not just for what I get into my pocket, and wear all these trousers dropping down and have crowds screaming, and meanwhile the nation is draining in poverty,
So,
people
Mr.
are dying.
Mr. Aruna, you're saying that the measures that we can put in place is to go out there and spread the word, whichever way that we can do it, whether by music, by flyers, or just anyhow at all. You're saying the measures is to go out there and spread the word, right?
Yeah, but my question is, practically now, many of us are speaking from diaspora. What can we do? Do we need to, are there activists that are musicians, that are celebrities, that are in the film industry, that have this activist mind that we can work with strategically now, not just talking and talking, but what are the strategies? What is the timeline? When are we doing what? Who will be involved with what?
That's a very good question. But at the moment, I think the Nigerian youth are trying. People are going out there. People are sensitizing people, and I can tell you for sure that people we have on this platform have been calling their people back home to sensitize them, to make sure that they don't sell their vote. People are doing all sorts of things to make sure. So we had a guy that came onto this platform one time and said he has been donating money. If anybody shows him their PVC, he donates money to them to make just as a way to encourage them. Like we said, hunger is a very powerful thing. Hunger can make you make some decisions that you will not even believe that you're the person who make those decisions because of hunger. I think people are actually trying. What we do here on Naija Watch is to always come out here, because we have a lot of people watching us from everywhere in the world. We always come out here to talk, to sensitize people, to make them understand why. We can never get tired of doing that. We can never get tired because, this is something that is for our future, for our children's future, for our children's future. So we can never get tired of sensitizing. We have to keep sensitizing, do the needful, do what we can. If it's like somebody said in the comment section, say match them money for money. Anything you can do at all, support whoever you can support, help whoever you can help, to make sure and make them understand the reason why they cannot sell their vote. Make them understand, because it's not just them. It's not about one person. It's not about Labour Party or APC or PDP right now. It's about the old Nigerians, because if we get it wrong this time, it's going to be very hard. It's going to be very difficult to get it right again. So we all have to come together, put our hands together as a team and do this. It's not a one person's job. It's not your job alone. It's not my job alone. It's not one person's job. We all have to come together, put our hands together and make sure we get this right. Thank you so much. That will bring us to the end of the news review today. Do not forget, we're going to be live for our discussion by 5 p.m. Nigerian time today. But first of all, let me take time out to acknowledge everybody viewing me. For everybody viewing us right now, thank you so much for viewing us. Thank you so much. We love you and we appreciate you. Thank you guys so much. To my fellow panelists, thank you guys, Mr. Machiavelli, Mr. Ola, Brand Nice, aka No Food for Lazy Man, Mr. Aruna. Thank you so much for joining us today. Let me acknowledge everybody in the comment section. I can see Jacob D, the mommy of all mommies, Mommy Diaspora. Thank you so much for joining me today. To NG, thank you so much for joining me today. We love you and we appreciate you. I can see Akis, thank you so much for joining me today. Kamal Okbe, thank you so much. He was the person who said hunger is a very powerful tool. Thank you so much for joining me today. We love and we appreciate you. I see Wokoji Kingsley. Thank you so much for joining me today. We love you and we appreciate you. Guys, don't forget to join us 5 p.m. live for our discussion today. We're going to be live 5 p.m. Nigerian time for our discussion. You know how we do it now. I better come early and secure your spot. Thank you, guys. I love you. I appreciate you. God bless you, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye.